Marvelous.
Okay, why is the screen stretched out? Hey, what is up? It's Iron hitting in your Games Corner. Modern Game Madness. It is time to be doing this. Senran Kagura Burst Renewal. Alright, so let's begin chapter 3. Not yet. I'm not beating it. Bonnie stares at me anxiously. It's alright. I'll swear I'm protected. The cheap propagation has no effect on me. I carefully observe the movements of my enemy. On a slight breathing heartbeat, the slightest change won't escape me. My opponent feeds me information without knowing it, every second leading me just to the right move. For a split second, her gaze shifts to the right. There's no time for second guessing. I immediately attack to the right and choose the wrong move. The card I pulled is not in fact the Ace of Diamonds, but the Joker, the old maid. Katsuragi looks down at me triumphantly. Katsuragi advances on Hibari, laughing menacingly. He hasn't been struck yet, but Hibari already looks miserable. My skull resounds with the mighty impact. This is well beyond any ordinary forehead flick. A microcosm of pain blossoms in my head. I glare at the Joker in my hand. Unforgivable. It's because of you, you damned jester. I slowly crush the card. Katsuragi makes a move to grab me. Interesting. I won't lose in hand-to-hand combat. And Kagura's blade lashes down on me. A quick glance around shows that all the other passengers are staring at us. Katsuragi apologizes and quickly takes her seat. As we settle down, the pleasant reverberation of the tracks prevents any awkward silence. As the train leaves the tunnel, the scent of the ocean fills our noses. Asuka peers out the window. Katsuragi presses her nose against Asuka's body. Asuka's voice bruises as if she was in pain. And Bari presses her nose against Asuka's body too. Kagura's voice roars through the car like thunder on high. The entire car goes silent. All eyes settle on her. She droops her shoulders as if she's going to be punished. We're taking this train to the beach, not... oops. At my question, Master Kirya responded flatly. Somehow I understood what he meant. The fight will only grow more intense. Before that happens, it would be best for us to build some memories, simply as students. I was grateful for Master Kirya's consideration. So today at least, we'll forget about the fighting. Forget about falling into Ebijo's trap. Hey there, JT. Yeah, I'm in visual novel mode right now. Are you streaming today, I suppose? Cause, I don't entirely know if, I have many leads after this. That day, Ebijo's ruse had separated us. Their true purpose had been to lure us out and leave Hanzo Academy relatively defenseless. And Bari and I rushed back to the school in a panic to find dozens of lesser Ebijo shinobi lying defeated in the courtyard. Oh, you already did that. Well, I must have not been around for it. I mean, I'll look for it. Oh yeah, Fortnite. Okay. We saw Asuka and Kagura and Katsuragi standing nearby. And Bari asked if she gestured to the piles of unconscious body. The others shook their heads. And it couldn't have been Master Kirya. He'd already said he wasn't getting involved. So then who? Someone had successfully defended Hanzo Academy, but the question left me feeling uneasy. We heard a voice from somewhere. Whoops. Danjoji is the legendary senior. Bari piped up and her eyes are still searching. Yeah, the fast forward button makes things go by, makes the text speed up, but I didn't think I would go as far as skip the entire part of it. I didn't think I would do that. And Bari's face clouded over with anxiety. Was that thought I had muted the TV. Whoops. With that, our sense of Dandoji's person simply disappeared. I change into my swimsuit in the dressing room and step out, squinting in the light of the summer sun. The sky overhead is clear and blue. The ocean spreads out endlessly before us. Even though I'm not good with the sun, I can't help but feeling excited. And Kansangi stands in front of the dressing room, clad in a blue bikini. In fact, Kansangi ordered us to wear halter neck bikinis before we even left for the beach. It seemed to be her fetish of choice this year. It almost feels like she's licking me with her eyes. Asuka appears with a towel wrapped around her body. Kansangi immediately pulls off Asuka's towel. Underneath is a multicolored striped bikini tightly restraining her large bust. Kagura steps out of the dressing room clad in a simple dark brown bikini. And Kagura ignores Kansangi's wandering eyes and walks briskly in the direction of the beach. Barry springs out of the changing room. Kansangi appears on the verge of painting. I can't go along with this anymore. As it happens, Barry and I are wearing the same color. Pure chance, but it still makes me a little happy. This is an image. Asuka runs toward the water. Kansangi and Barry follow right behind her. I head for the beach too. The warmth of the sand on my feet feels nice. I sit down on the sand and watch the others play in the surf. Tomorrow we'll be back to constant training, preparing to fight against Hamijo. But this is good for now. Even for a little while we can forget everything and enjoy ourselves, just like normal girls, so I forget it all too for today. Barry waves to me from the edge of the water. I stand and wipe in the sand from my posterior. I give myself over to the pleasant sea breeze and head for the ocean. I smell what plot. I don't have to worry about the battery yet. I don't know why I keep doing that. sometimes I would not press start when I go berserk. But yeah, it's crazy. It's just my brain's been turned on from the visual novel parts. Alright, let's do this. Okay. That was a nice way to go. I'm trying to make the mouse cursor not be in the center. So it begins. Let's do this. I made my favorite cafe in the shopping district. I order my 10 parfait. I think this is what they call stress eating. I can't stop fidgeting and my mind is in a haze. The shop window's been polished to a meerschaum, so I can stare at my own scrunched up face. I'm so angry. Who am I angry at myself? Who am I angry at? Myself. In class today, I messed my technique up 15 times, and I dragged everyone else down with me. 2 days ago, I messed up 8 times, then 12 yesterday, and 15 today. At this rate, it'll be 20 times tomorrow. Normally, you cut down on those mistakes, but I just keep messing up more and more. And I can't stop thinking about how pathetic I am. Maybe if I just drop out, I won't keep getting in everyone else's way. With a shocked look on her face, the waitress brings me my 10 for dessert. The moment she sets it on the table, I scarf it down. Sweets are the best way to relieve stress. But it's not enough. No matter how many I eat, it's just not enough. The amount of stress I build up must be incredible. As I start to order my 11th parfait, the table is suddenly riddled with shuriken. I look up at the ceiling and see a lesser shinobi clinging there. Her clothes have a Hemijo logo. A camouflage barrier appears. I know what it means. It's time for battle. The lesser shinobi throws another volley of shuriken. I knock the table down and use it as a shield. I immediately move to throw the shuriken back. Huh? The shinobi on the ceiling has disappeared. By the time I realize that, it's too late. The lesser shinobi comes from behind and binds me. I fell for the oldest trick in the book. It's so pathetic I feel like crying. But I can't give up. I have to do this on my own. How do I get out of this? I frantically rack my brain for ideas. Suddenly the shinobi behind me goes limp. As Youngyu's voice reaches my ears, the shinobi slumps to the ground. She's taken down the lesser shinobi with a single blow. She then pokes the lesser shinobi with the umbrella, but there's no sign of movement. The lesser shinobi seems to be unconscious. I don't thank her at all. I just leave. I keep walking, wanting to be alone. Youngyu follows after me. I stop and glance over my shoulder. She looks at me with eyes wide. Youngyu looks genuinely troubled. But once I'm started, I can't close my mouth. To start my swift walk again, leaving her behind, I went too far. She had come to help me. The guilt is already building up inside of me. I should go back and apologize. As soon as I decide that, I turn back around, but Youngyu's nowhere to be seen. As I stand alone, something falls from my clothes. It's a plant in the shape of a coiled spring. It must have gotten caught on my clothes when that shinobi grabbed me from behind. Master Kiryu taught us about it. It's a type of fern called maliceweed. The only place it grows in this region is the Sea of Trees. The area is known as a suicide spot, so no one goes near it. Maybe, no, definitely. Hemijo Academy must be in that forest. The sea of trees is a bigger force than I imagine. Light barely seeps through the jagged branches ahead. Cold air drifts by my feet, chilling me in spite of the summer sun. Every so many steps I tie a piece of rope to a tree. That's how shinobi navigate in the wild. And I also scatter colored grains of rice on the ground. We use this 5-colored rice to leave messages for our shinobi allies. I think I've been wandering for about an hour by now. I happened across a patch of meliseweed, but there's no sign of Henbicho Academy anywhere. Did I overthink this? Did I misunderstand? Just as disappointment sets in, I feel a change in the air. The malice and weed had started spewing toxic smoke. They told us the plant was poisonous, but no one ever said it could actually spray that poison. Has Henbicho created a modified strain? I fall to my knees. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I can do. The toxic smoke builds up around me. I find myself thinking of Yangyu. I can almost hear Yangyu's voice. Water escape technique? That's right, I learned it recently. I was having a hard time with a bamboo pipe and took it out on Yangyu. The water escape technique is archaic, I thought. Why would a bamboo pipe in this day and age? Wouldn't a snorkel work better? Can't somebody get with the times? I got so frustrated I threw my pipe, then Yangyu spoke to me softly. Yangyu shook her head at me. She picked up the pipe I'd thrown down. I took the pipe she held out to me. I quickly closed my mouth around the pipe. Yangyu's teachings echo in my head. The maliseweed's poison is heavier than air. I point the pipe aboard and breathe. My lungs take in clean air. I'm going to be okay. Thank you, Yangyu. Even without being at my side, you've still helped me. I regret what I said all over again. I was really mean to her. I moved beyond the maliseweed field and come upon a brutal wasteland. I hide in a nearby tree. Ahead, I see a large group of Henbicho students treating brutally hard. There's the girl caught fought earlier. I'm pretty sure her name's Hokage. There's another shinobi at her side too, with an unsettling aura. The two continued to chat while watching the other shinobi students. No doubt about it. I found it. I really found it. This is Henbicho Academy. Now, we don't have to just wait for them to attack. We can go on the offensive. I'll bet everyone will be glad to hear about this. I won't be a burden to them anymore. I've done something to help them. I'll gingerly take a step back. All I need to do is to get out of here without being detected. I see another Himbijo shinobi standing there. I tried to escape, but I'm surrounded by lesser Himbijo shinobi. They cut off my escape in a flash. I put on the bravest face I can. I left a trail of 5 colored rice on my way here. Even if something happens to me, the others will come, so I don't have to make it back alive. But I can't afford to die here either. I said mean things to Youngyu. I have to see her again and say sorry. And I can't do that unless I live through this somehow. I drop into a defensive stance. The Himbijo shinobi flashes a fearless grin. Yeah, Hibari's the sweet, innocent girl. But, like I said, she seems to have that, feel, especially when she gets all big and whatnot for a shorter amount of time. Oh, I gotta move forward. Let's go. Something Steven Universe. Even though the whole giant woman song isn't necessarily an appropriate way to describe that moment. It's funny. It's still funny. Oh, now we're getting into the red zone. Are you serious with this? Come on, man. Unexpected much more from that.
ひばり。柳生ちゃん。ひばりが目印を残してくれたからだ。さあ、に。
柳生ちゃん、ありがとう。
気にするな。
ダメだね、
そんなことはない。いつでも俺を頼ればいい。さっきのでも心配す。
おお。
嘘。
Alright, let's go directly to the next one. Just how long have we been here? A minute? An hour? I've lost all track of time. I sit on the beach and bench in the dim hospital corridor, my mind fuzzy. Everyone in Master Kirya's Shinobi class is next to me. Nobody says a word, but I know they're all worried about Yagyu. It's not just that she was critically wounded. The bullet was covered in poison. All the doctor said before he went into the operating room was she was very much at risk. It's my fault. It's all my fault. What will do if she dies? Asuka mutters, seemingly to no one in particular. Kant replies barely audible. No one says anything else. Time seems to stretch out forever. I wish they'd just come right out and say it. It's my fault. I'm the one to blame. I should be the one dying instead of Yagyu. I'd feel so much better if someone said that. Everyone's kindness and concerns are just dead weight to me right now. We hear footsteps approaching from down the hall. We all stand up in unison. A female nurse comes running up. The nurse smiles and answers Master Kirya. Relief floods Asuka and Kant's faces, and they hug each other tightly. Master Kirya lets out a big sigh of relief, and Ikongo gently swabs away tears from her eyes. Since Yagyu will be sleeping off the aesthetic for a while, we decide to leave for the day. I can see Asuka's worried. She doesn't want me to be alone. Once I say that, I turn my back and run off. Yagyu is going to be okay. But that's not the end of this. I need to take full responsibility. I have to defeat that Mirai. I have to exact revenge from Yagyu. I leave the hospital and wander aimlessly through the urban night. That way I might run into someone from Himito. I turn around to see Master Kirya. I'm not sure how to answer him. Right on the mark, I never could keep secrets from him. I nod sheepishly. I reply immediately. It's the first time I've ever argued with him like this.
柳生ちゃんもみんなもひばりのことを許してくれるかもしれません。
I try to say it as clearly as I can,
ひばり
but
が自
Master
分のことを許せないんです。
Kirya's face grows stern. I'm about to get yelled at, and I'm trying to prep myself for it.
秘伝忍法書を手今のお前の強さじゃ返り討ちに遭うだけだ。しかし
I gape at him in shock. The super secret ninja art scroll is the treasure of Hanzo Academy. Is it okay for for someone like me to even touch it? Heck, I don't even know where it's being kept.
俺も超秘伝忍法書のあり
手がかりですか？
それは不調だ。
She's talking about the secret cipher of Shinobi, a password to distinguish secret shinobi from enemies. The well-known one is when one says mountain, the other answers river, something like that. He's right, of course. There's nothing else I can do. After Master Kirya and I separate, I head back to Hanzo Academy. I look around the entire school campus, searching high and low, but I can't find a single clue. The only place I haven't searched is the principal's office. I feel awkward as anything sneaking in there. But now is not the time to worry about protocol. I enter the office and check every nook and cranny. In doing so, I find a door that won't open. It leads into the faculty room next door. A door that leads to the faculty room. Something's up. I have a weird feeling I just can't shake. Why is the door to the faculty room locked? Could it be? I grip the doorknob. Then, just like a shinobi contraption being released, a voice comes from the door. Spy? What's that supposed to mean? I tilt my head trying to recall Master Kirya's words. Oh yeah, this must be the sign, but what's the response to spy? I gulp. If this door really does lead to the super secret ninja art scroll, of course the security is going to be serious. It'll probably only give me one guess. One mistake and it's game over. Spy, spy, spy. I run it through my head over and over again, then it hits me. This has to be it. Fear makes my voice quaver. Spy and assassin were the names given to early ninjas. I hear the sound of an lock disengaging. I pump my fist. Beyond the door is a hidden shelf upon which lies a rolled up scroll. Is this the super secret ninja art scroll? I take it in my hand. It's both prettier and heavier than the scrolls we use, laced with fine embroidery, and the quality of the paper is unbelievable.
よし合格だ。
All of a sudden, Master Kirya is there with me. He nods deeply and hands me a
俺は
map.
調べた。ひばり、お前が行くんだ。そしてダメな自分を変えてこい。
I brandish the scroll and answer loudly. I will avenge Yagyu. It's alright, I can do this. With the scroll, I should be able to use more secret ninja arts than ever. Maybe I could take on all 5 Himijo elites at once. I will take them down myself. I've been nothing but trouble for everyone so far. Now's my chance to make it up to them. and I will change what I don't like about myself. I bow deeply to Master Kirya, then I start following the map. Just as Hibari drops out of sight, a small shadow approaches Kirya. It's Haruka.
かわいそうにひばりちゃん。このキリア先生は私の。
That ain't good.
ここが隠れ結界。ヘビ女子学園によ。このまた会えたわね。ひばりはお人形元気がいいわね。あなたの先生が。
ひばり、よくやった。さあ、超秘伝忍法書を渡せ。キ
リア先生。
That ain't good.
まさか。
ひばりはバカだからな。
しかしこんなにあっさりと騙されるなんて。どういうこと？超秘伝忍法書の場所に関しては不調って手がかりだ。だったらあなた許さない。キリア許さなかったらどう？ひばりには超秘伝忍法書。そうだよ。そうかしらね。どうなったって知らん。何か書いて。なんで？超秘伝忍法書。それは私たちヘビ女が持ってこそ価値があるもの。いや、本当に話のわからない子ね。ひばりは自分の力で戦う。ヤギオちゃんの敵を撃つ。
Right. It seems crazy to imagine how things came as it did. Let it begin.
舞い忍びます。はるか、いざ尋常に舞い散る。
Alright. What just happened? Oh! I don't believe I ever got that before. Giant woman.
積極的すぎよ。決着。
It does.
すごいでしょう。あなた、けなげに努力しているのね。 私の目的はこっち。別ずるい？
そんなひばりまたやっちゃった。
さて、
人形でも何でも好きに。
そうね。それじゃ
みんな
And I guess then from then on, she would be recruited.
おかえり。決まりだ。よく考えて選べ。決まりだ。
To make do with this change, I'm gonna
着るもの
reflect that as though I don't believe I did.
よく考えて選べ。決まりだ。
Okay, here we are.
忍びの道を貫くために。行ってこい。
As I'm called to the north gate, I see Haruka and Hanzo's shinobi standing there. She must be the one called Hibari. She's huddled next to Haruka, cringing like a small animal.
はい、これ。
Haruka holds out the super secret ninja art scroll.
さすがだな。
I finally have the scroll in my hands.
はるか、その女。
I glance at Hibari. She had her scroll stolen and now she wants to transfer here. I bet there's a reason for that. She most likely wants to infiltrate our school and steal it back.
お前は本当にそうか。
I glare at Hibari. She gulps.
私たちの
どうしたって
She looks somehow disappointed at that. Hibari gives me a small nod.
やはり。しかし。
Hibari stares me right in the face as I go on explaining. Haruka nods along.
それが
もしひばりが裏切ったらどう
Hibari
するの
still looks confused.
超秘伝忍法書を取り返すつもりだ。
My words make her eyebrows go up a little. She's still a novice. She can't hide how nervous she is.
やれるものならやって。
Someone has to carry out all the necessary evil in the world. If there were only good shinobi, who wouldn't do the dirty work? Life isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Without outlaws, there'd be no society. I placed a super secret ninja on scroll in my cleavage and walk away toward the castle keep. I have to look over the paperwork for the new students today. It's part of my duty as shinobi student leader, and yeah, it's as tedious as it sounds. My room is on the top floor of the castle keep. There's a stack of admission documents a mile high sitting on the bookrest inside. I sigh and resume checking them over one by one. Those who weren't accepted to good shinobi schools, dropouts, or students who come from evil shinobi backgrounds, everyday hooligans, all the usual suspects. Himbijo scouts network all across the country and secretly headhunt these types. I pressed a homework stamp in the pass column for every last one of them. No one gets turned away from Himbijo. That's why this work is so mindless. I hold in mid-stamp. This one's picture gives me an odd feeling. When I look at this girl's face, I start feeling sick and I don't know why. I look in the entry under reason for implication. I feel like I've just been hit in the face. Could she be? A whole flood of memories comes rushing back to me. It's funny to think about, but I haven't always been an evil shinobi. I actually come from a long line of good shinobi. I've been in cram school since first grade so that I could enroll in a top shinobi school. I was in middle school when the incident happened. Through the school, I had a personal tutor named Komichi. He was an active university student and a very kind man. If I ever made a mistake, he was always quick with a smile and a gentle correction, and my grades soared as a result. My parents expected nothing short of perfection from me. My day-to-day life was heavily regimented, and I lived in a constant stress-induced haze. My time with Komichi was like an oasis from all that. He'd listen patiently to all my complaining and took me out to relax when I'd start to get frustrated. It might sound corny now, but in all honesty, he was my rock back then. Truth be told, I had feelings for him. Maybe it was for the best. When I was in 8th grade, he asked me about my future. The business was being a shinobi. I couldn't tell him that, of course. I couldn't say I was applying to a shinobi school either. As soon as I finished that sentence, he gave me a worried look. No matter how I tried to change the subject, he wouldn't drop it. I was glad he was so serious about it. At the same time, I knew I couldn't convince him to let it go. Not by lying to him. I believed in Komichi. If anyone could keep my secret, it had to be him. His eyes went as round as donut plates. And why wouldn't they? No normal person would believe shinobi still exist in this day and age. I was so happy then he believed me. I told him about all my family. He listened in silence. He muttered when I finished talking. Komichi whipped out a kunai and lunged at me. I dodged it by a hair. I couldn't grasp what was happening.
決まっているだろう
And he had a mission to wipe out my family. He continued to swing the kunai. And I'd had just enough martial arts training by that point to keep myself alive moment to moment. Even so, he had me backed into a corner in no time. He advanced on me with a smile.
私の命を狙うのならどうして優しくしたの
That's it? That's the only reason he treated me so kindly?
拷問でもして聞き出せばよかったじゃん
He'd been playing a long, slow game, and I had to know why.
拷問信用させてから裏切るのがいいんだよ
His face had twisted into an ugly snarl. There was no sign of the person I had trusted. It hurt me so much I couldn't help but cry.
そうそれそれ
It clapped into what must have been pure joy.
僕はねそうい
I
う
bit
顔を
my
見
lip,
たかったん
hard
だ
enough to draw blood. I've been stupid enough to open my heart to this man so
しか
stupid.
し傑作だよ
He laughed, tasting the tip of the
も
kunai.
しかして君
That was when something inside me snapped.
バカにするな
That's where my memory gets foggy. All I remember is Komichi's face covered in blood. He made him been an evil shinobi, but I wasn't a shinobi at all yet. Just a regular middle school student. Good shinobi schools don't accept criminals regardless of the circumstances. I would never be a good shinobi. That path closed to me that day. My parents were ashamed of me, infuriated. No matter how I tried to explain things to them, they were having none of it. They disowned me. I was left to the streets. I've been betrayed by a man I trusted, and abandoned by my parents. I wandered the city aimlessly, utterly alone. Being completely unwanted and unneeded by anyone is an awful lot like being dead. To be honest, that's how I felt. I must have looked like some wandering ghost shambling all over the place.
ようやく見つけたあなたね小道を半殺しにしたのは
An unknown woman called to me from a back alley. I replied, annoyed. She showed me a brochure for a newly built shinobi school.
ヘビ女子学園
It was a school for training evil shinobi. Evil but still shinobi. I still had my childhood dreams of becoming a shinobi and couldn't throw away this last chance to make them come true. I signed the application where she showed me. They put a burlap sack over my head and took me someplace dark. When they pulled the bag off, I found myself in an interview room. There, I saw a politician I recognized from school, from TV. And by frankness, he tilted his head.
なぜそんなことを
私はあんたたちの仲間小道って男を半殺しにしたからだ
He gave me a very cool smile.
過去など関係ない蛇女はどんな人間でも受け入れる
The politician pressed his stamp on my entry application. I
知
made
っ
it.
ているかね悪は善よりも寛容なんだ
My mentor betrayed me. My parents abandoned me. I thought it was worthless, better off dead. Yet, Himbijo still took me in. And so I was reborn as Homura, the evil shinobi. Most don't bother to recognize the truth. The truth that good discards some people. That evil saves some people. I studied the photo on the application. Yes, no doubt about it. This is Komiji's little sister. The little sister who apparently wants to kill me. Maybe she doesn't know that I'm at Himijo.
学校で会ったら殺し合いになるかもな。
I pressed my seal on her application. Himijo accepts anyone, even someone who wants you dead. I began to laugh without realizing it. Well, at least this'll be interesting. My school life is going to get that much more exciting. The evil shinobi life is the greatest. When the people I loved most cast me aside, my heart stopped beating. But when I'm in the heat of battle, I still feel alive. That's how it is. If I'm not fighting as a shinobi, I'm no better than a corpse. I finished stamping the forms and take out the super secret ninja art scroll. Let's see just what this thing can do. Obviously, I'll be targeting Hanzo Academy. Not only was their scroll stolen, but they're going to be crushed by the very power they lost. I'd love to see the look on Asuka's face. I can't help but picturing it. I can't stop myself from laughing uproariously. Begin your sword.
いざ尋常に舞い散れ。
Ha! Didn't even give you a chance.
けで超秘伝忍法書を奪った以上さらばだ。
ホムラちゃん待って。ひばりちゃんはどうして。自分でも信じられない評価です。これならいけそうです。
The next step begins.
この程度造作もない。行ってこい。いつまでも寝ていられない。ひばりのことが心配だ。お前は。
ひばりはね、ヘビ女学園に転校したから。また私を無視する気？あんたを怪我させたことによって超秘伝忍法書を持ってあんたの敵討ちのつもりだ。
それで答えろ。
だから言ったでしょ。
ふざけるな。どう
聞きたい？
ああ、聞かせてもらう。
Oh, darn it, I did it again.
My
Was trying to pay attention to the badly and well. No matter. If it's a one-on-one fight, it's of no concern. Still though, why couldn't you just do it on the fly? Why does it have to be before the mission even starts? Okay, not nearly as effective as I thought. Come on! Uh-oh. Alright, that doesn't do it.
決着。
もう終わりか。
Yeah, that's cool.
さあ、
またひばり。だ。ふざけんな。私。
無視しているわけじゃ。
うるさいうるさいうるさい。
お前の気持ちなど知らん。
あんたも裏切られる人間の
何を言っている。
超秘伝忍法書を私たちに奪われて、でも忍びになることは諦めきれない。だったら残された道はヘビ女に転校するだけ。
そんなバカなこと。
あらショックなの。でもそれが
デタラメを言うな。
信じられないんだったらヘビ女に来ればいい。あらでもあんたにはヘビ女の
ひばり。これで満足はしていられないな。
Huh. Seems as though one was still missing something.
おかえりなさい。
決まりだ。
I thought I had gone in all. But it is of no concern to me. Come to think of it, I didn't get the hidden stuff in the other missions either, huh? So begins. About 3 years ago, the city's famous sightseeing attraction, the Hanzo Keeper Ruins, was closed in the name of preserving cultural heritage. Now here I am looking at it, my thoughts a blur.
すごいね。
The Himicho stronghold is in the most obvious place in the city. No one would ever think real shinobi could still be here today. But here they are, hiding in plain sight.
さ
Ever since I transferred to Himicho, Hunker's been really nice, like a whole different person. She giggles at me.
当たり前じゃない。ヘビ女の仲間をお人形にしてどうする
Friends.
のよ。
I did agree to transfer here. Still, I could never think of Hunker or the others as friends. Yet, that's what she just called me. That brings out a whole lot of very uncomfortable feelings. The school accepted me without a second thought, but to actually be treated as one of them, it's shocking. I figured they... Oops. My thoughts are in a sickening whirl as Honka gives me the tour. There are 4 different areas inside. The first is Northgate Square. Gravel has been laid down throughout the area, which is so big that the 5-lane 100-meter track could fit inside.
これだけ広い場所なのに使ってないの？
Oh dear God. Wasn't none paying attention to the battery. Huh. Ain't that ironic? The new season of Netflix's Wednesday is on a Wednesday. Anyway. She stops on the gravel underfoot. I hear a faint voice groaning beneath us. I gaze at the gravel laid on the ground. Now that I look, I see about 20 and some little lumps here and there. As she says that, she passes under the north gate. I have to rush up to keep up with her. And opens up to the main hall area with a garden and passage separated by trees. We can see the castle keep directly ahead, but a wall stands in the way. We'd have to go around into the north gate and the west gate to actually reach it. There's a long bridge in the south gate area. It extends from far to the south all the way to the castle keep. As we look over the bridge, I notice bubbles popping in the water. There's a bamboo pipe swing down there. The shinobi student must be practicing the water escape technique. Hanzo flings a kunai. Blood billows in the water. The wounded student comes floating up. The student crawls to shore, then falls before Hunter. As I follow Hunter, I sense someone watching at me. I look around, but there's no one there. Just my imagination, I guess. I try to keep a close eye on my surroundings as I chase after her. Inside, it looks even more luxurious than when it was a tourist spot. There are a ton of Japanese-style rooms with elegant sliding screens. It's hard to tell which way is a dead end, and which way will get you where you need to go. Must be structured to confuse invaders. I noticed lectures taking place in several rooms. Each class has a lot of students, and Hanzo, we only ever had 5 at a time. Everyone seems so focused, I can't help but stop and stare. It's the same here. The Hibicho are taught just like we are. It makes sense when you think about it, and just never given it any thought before. The Hibicho students are the enemy. Cold-blooded minions of evil, not like us. At least, that's how I always thought of them. None of that is really true. The Himijo and Hanzo academies aren't that different. They have friends they trust, they study really hard, they live just like any other shinobi students. For me, that's a shock. It makes me question everything I believed up until now. Before I know it, we've reached the top floor.
彼女たちは黄泉と日陰。
I snap back to reality and see two shinobi chatting with each other. Snap back to reality! Oh, there goes gravity!
もやしはある意味芸術。あんたも好きやな。え、もちろんですわ。
Without paying me any mind, they keep on chatting away.
食感。表面はツヤツヤと輝き。満腹中枢の。まあそういう
I don't get what they're talking about, but they keep ending as if Haruka and I aren't here.
ほらひばり。
As Haruka requests, I stick my head out the window. I can see an incredible view of the whole town.
下の方も見てごらん。
I see a bunch of shinobi students training below the castle keep. One group is marching while another is working on practical skills. Hebicho has a lot more students than Hanzo Academy, but otherwise it does seem basically the same. That's when it hits me. The only difference between Hebicho and Hanzo Academy is who's employing us. As shinobi, our business is the same. Come to think of it, it's kinda silly for two schools to be fighting each other in the first place. What is a good shinobi? What is an evil shinobi? These little questions are swelling up inside of me. A little while later, Hebicho's other two elites arrive on the top floor with us, one after the other. Homer and the girl who shot Youngyu. I can't let that go, but it was my fault that it happened. As I started pondering that again, Haruka talks to the little girls.
みんな転校してきたひばりよ。よろしくお願いし
The
ます。
girl who shot Youngyu slowly approaches me.
ミラよ。よろしく。
She holds up a kunai.
私を無視したら殺す。無視なんかしません。
I answer in a rush and Mirai turns her back on me.
無視をしないのなら普通に
The
付き合
two
って
who
あ
were
げる。
talking before, Yomi and Hikage, come over. Yomi looks me over head to toe. She snorts in a ladylike way.
中流階級ってとこ？ええやんそんなこと。よくないですわ。
Hikage's remark has set her off, and I don't understand why.
ひばりです。よろしゅう。
I timidly call out to Yomi, who's facing away from me.
もやし、美味しいですよね。
Her expression changes completely.
もやし、好きですな。
Yomi starts rambling about bean sprouts, eyes shining. Hikage gives the vaguest hint of a smile.
助かった。もやしの話に付き合ってくれるやつが来てくれて。
Yomi's sprout and talk and grows more and more passionate. Homer hops up and hides the super secret ninja art scroll in the ceiling. Then we all exit the upper level room. That could be my chance. If I could get a moment alone, I can take back the scroll. That's why I transferred here to begin with. I don't care if everyone at Hanzo already thinks I'm a traitor. I'll stop at nothing to get the super secret ninja art scroll back. If I don't, I can never show my face to them again.
さっきの部屋にお財布を忘れ、そういうのは後輩の仕事
I'll
で
be
しょ。
in there alone. This could be it. I jog back up to the top floor. I stare up at the ceiling. The super secret ninja on skull whoop is right up there. I can grab it in one jump. The question is, what then? How would I get back to Hanzo Academy without being discovered? I don't have time for this. He'll get suspicious if I take too long. I'll get to school in first, then work out the rest
取る
afterwards.
ならさっさと取れば。
I spin around to meet Haruka's icy stare.
Hora, 迷ってないで。超
ひばりを試したの？
まあね。超秘伝忍法書に手を出した。
手を出さなければ。
本当に仲間になれ。
お願い、見逃して。
どうして？
だって一生懸命に。
私が聞いている。
はるかさん、
ここはね、蛇女よ。
蛇女の。
そう。だから分かってほしい。
Okay, let's go. Berserk mode engaged.
いざ尋常に舞い散れ。
Giant woman. Gotcha.
生意気な子ね。
決着。
すごいでしょ。まだ。
よくわかったわね。
どうして自分で戦わない？はるかさんが自分で戦えばひばりより。
さあ、友達が欲しかったから。人形じゃなくてもちろんホムラたちは仲間よ。私はひばりみたいな子。
はるかさん。
なんてね。冗談よ冗談。なんかしらけちゃったな。今回のことは見なかったことにしてあげる。早く修行に行ってらっしゃい。私に勝てない以上、超秘伝忍法書を取り返すのは無理。ここはおとなしく引いておきな。
はるかさん。
Yeah, I don't really care that the mission preview is not all like it. Anyway, Let's go directly to the next one.
遅いぞ新入り。はるかはどうした？
ひばりより
そうか。まず多人数相手のひばり
Let's push it.
開始。
Oh, wow. Things are going all stuttery suddenly. The red zone. Target locked. And that's how it ends.
任務達成。
ひばり、思ったよりやるな。それにしてもはるかは遅いな。何をしているんだ？
心配なの？
当たり前だ。
仲間。
ちょっと修行は中断だ。
ヘビ女も仲間をすごく大事にしている。
わりだ。
Engage the operation. Alright, here we go. Last one for the day.
アスカ参ります。
行ってこい。
I look up then the towering castle keep, and it's hard not to feel a crushing sense of intimidation. This is the stronghold of Hibicho Academy.
ひばりはどこにいる？
I'm brimming over with impatience. The receiver in my ear continues to emit a small beep. I'll let Mirai go for a reason. I flicked a little plant called a remora flower onto her back. The remora flower is extremely sticky and will cling into almost anything, much like its namesake. It's almost remarkable in camouflage, with its color shifting to match whatever it's stuck to. I planted a small tracker onto this specific plant, and it's working like a charm. Suddenly, the beeping grows more rapid, which means Mirai is closing in. I immediately conceal myself within the shadow of a tree. Moments later, I see Mirai appear with armor and two of the others. But there's no sign of Himbari or Honka. I wait with bated breath for them to move on. I spotted Honka and Himbari working together earlier. Where I at my best I would have confronted Honka then and there. But in my current condition, I would likely not survive the encounter. If not for this injury, I pulled the bandages away from my skin. It feels wet and sticky. My hand is stained dark red. My fight with Mirai had caused the wound to reopen. I'll just have to wait until Himbari's alone. I grind my teeth, thinking of how shameless I've been. I would have said what I said to the elders if I'd known how things would turn out. Regret floods my mind. Back at the hospital shortly after my fight with Mirai, I fit the earpiece into my ear and hear the faint beeping. The beeps are growing farther apart. That means Mirai is moving away from the Shinobi Hospital. If I don't hurry, I'll lose sight of her. As I turn to leave the hospital, the others come in. As I survey their faces, I grow exceedingly angry.
なぜひばりを一人で行かせた？
My anger drives them back a step. I had always known Himbari would do something reckless if a situation like this ever arose. If they haven't left Himbari on their own, Hibicho wouldn't have taken her. They block my way to the door.
そんな体でどうするのですか？
And Konga's voice is thick with concern, but to me it only sounds like meddling.
むやみに探してもひばりは見つからないぜ。
Konsaragi's never been very sharp, but she couldn't possibly have thought that was my actual
ひば
plan.
りちゃんを探すならみんなで探そうよ。
I snap at
仲間じゃない
Asuka's words.
仲間仲間仲間だったらどうしてひばりを一人にした？
Asuka has no retort. She simply hangs her head. I push Asuka away.
柳生ちゃん
I hear her calling me, but I leave the hospital room without looking back. Thinking on it now, I know I went too far. The blame doesn't rest solely with them. It's my own fault that I was wounded to begin with. If I hadn't been hurt, Hibari wouldn't have felt so guilty. That's why I have to do this. I have to save Hibari from Hanzo. I bind a strip of fabric around the wound, pulling it tight. I can't lose any more blood. I grit my teeth and refocus. I'll save her. I swear it. She's irreplaceable. I can't be without her. If I ever lost her, I'm afraid to be alone. Nothing's ever terrified me more than solitude. Ever since that day. Ever since I lost my little sister. She was so adorable and she disappeared right out from under my eyes. Suddenly and without warning. Lost in my memories of her, I dropped my guard. A sword comes slicing down at me. I dodge in the nick of time.
ここで何をしている？
A solitary lesser shinobi stands blade at the ready. The shinobi whistles for her friends. 10 of them, 20 more of them keep on gathering. If I were at my best, I'd have options. Fight or flee, but I'm not even at half my strength. I toss a bit of special pain-killing grass into my mouth. Bitterness runs across my tongue.
やるしかないか。
I bring up my umbrella and drop into a defensive stance. Fleeing is not an option. I will fight to the death. And if my death gives Hibari the chance to escape, I wish I could apologize to everyone for what I said. I wish I could talk to Hibari one last time. Numerous as my regrets are, I set them aside and focus on my breathing. Once it's at the peace I need, I kick my right leg out. I slash and slash and slash again. I stay on the move, never in one place long enough for my foes to draw a bead on me. So many enemies stand against me, yet one by one I whittle down their numbers. In my current condition, however, such tactics are risky. The more violent my movements, the wider my wound opens. I feel myself growing faint from the blood loss. Even so, I continue to wield my umbrella until the very last possible moment. I won't be beaten. Hibari, I have to rescue her. I can't give up. My knee hits the ground. I finally reached the end of my strength. The lesser shinobi moved to surround me. It's over. This is it. I close my eyes and accept the inevitable. An image of Hibari floats in the back of my mind. It was raining that day. On my way to the Hanzo Academy entrance ceremony, I looked out at the schoolyard and saw a girl playing with no umbrella. That was Hibari. She was stomping around in the puddles with rain boots on, laughing merrily. To my surprise, I found myself transfixed. She reminded me so much of my sister. No, it wasn't that she looked like her. But for a split second, I truly believed my sister had come back. She hadn't, obviously. My sister can never come back. She didn't survive the traffic accident. Hibari noticed my presence and ran over to me smiling. I didn't know what to say, so I just hemmed and hawed for a moment.
入学式が始まる
She took my hand and started to run. Even now, I still remember the warmth of her touch. I hear the sound of a sword striking a kunai. I open my eyes, and there I see Asuka, Kagura, and Katsuragi. All of the lesser shinobi have been neatly dispatched.
邪魔って言われたけどついてきちゃった
Asuka gives an innocent smile, and Kagura approaches and tends to my
応急
injuries.
処置ですけどこれ
いやー間に合ってよかったぜ
Katsuragi looks as carefree as ever.
みんなどうして
They exchange looks back and
ど
forth.
うしてって仲間だからだよ
Asuka's words laid out plain to see. I'd effectively rejected her friendship, and yet here they are telling me that. I can't hold a candle to her. I can't compete with someone that pure of spirit, but maybe that means she can save me from my own
そ
stubbornness.
れで柳生ちゃん現状を教えて
I tell her what I know, and she tells me she's going to rescue Hibari alone. One person can infiltrate the castle keep more easily than 3 or 4. As she departs for the keep, I speak softly to her, steadily shrinking back.
ひばりを頼む
Almost as though she can hear my voice. She quickly looks back at me and gives me a thumbs up.
「どこも見張りひばりちゃんの居場でよし仲間
Rooftop combat. Huh. Already here.
まだまだいけるよこれで進め まだまだいけるよ
Ah. So it just ends there. The valuable integrity is sought with it. All encompassing camaraderie.
決まりだ。
Yeah, that's what it means.
よく考えて選べ。決まりだ。
似合うかな。ひばりはやっぱりこれがいいな。
よく考えて選べ。
Okay. I believe that one doing for the day.
決まりだ。戦いの記録。記録する。よく考えて選べ。
I doubt anybody's gonna be online right now, but I'm just gonna take a look-see. Huh. Yeah, no. Yeah, didn't think so. But don't say you won't just scout out new channels. After all, I am kinda trying to look for new channels in case I don't have any right now that I'm following. Let me try this one here. I got me a channel who is currently playing a Super Mario Odyssey. And well, I don't mind doing this. I don't, cause I want the idea to find fresh new channels to stream for these moments. So yeah, the channel is a Beemaster 4114, and they're playing Super Mario Odyssey right now. And well, as for me, well, I don't necessarily know if I'm gonna continue with Senran and Kagura as the burst renewal. Almost said Isful versus. Yeah, it's a burst renewal. Probably gonna play a shorter game instead tomorrow. Anyway, that's enough out of me. I've been Ironheady, and well, see you all later, compadres. Keep on kicking.